family, it's Regina. How are you today? Today's video is inspired by my friend Jamie over at Not Another Perfume channel, who I will link below. And that is because in one of my previous videos, which I'll link above, I happened to say that Lalique Le Parfum by Lalique is not something that I was going to keep because it didn't have the notes of almond. And Jamie gave this great comment of she did not find it sweet at all. She, matter of fact, finds it powdery, aromatic vanilla. But she's actually right. I had commented this probably would be a good day scent, a good work scent. And I thought, oh, I'm inspired because I have tons. You know my story, you know when I say tons, I mean tons of perfumes that I reach for to go to work that are not sweet, that are not overtly vanilla, because I'm not trying to do that when I go to work. Today, I think I had maybe 8 Middle Eastern fragrances that I tend to reach for to go to work. If that sounds like something you'd like to see, stick around. And since I'm going to work, there's no wine. So welcome. Let's start out by saying I am an accountant and I'm a senior manager at my company. And with that said, you have to understand that I am not trying to be cutesy. I'm not trying to be fruity, sweet. I'm not trying to be a lot of things that I probably would want to be, but that is because I'm at work. These fragrances you're going to find are probably leaning more, some are floral, some are unisex that on me tend to pull feminine. They are definitely not the gourmands that I tend to prefer. They're not the fruit bombs that I also love. It's one of my favorites, and you know this if you've seen any other video, Junoon Noir by REHOME. This is a dupe of Dama Bianca, powdery iris. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. Once I realized how much I loved it, I've been reaching for. This is I'm gonna say this a lot in this video, so I'm sorry if I oversay it, but it's pleasant. It is easy to be around. It is not overpowering. This on me becomes a more intimate skin scent, while people in our office can smell me if I go up and down the hall, because they'll come and tell me, oh, you're in the office today, I can smell you. That's about as much as I want them to comment on my fragrance. But otherwise, if they come in my office, they're gonna smell this. It's not gonna be meeting at the door. They're gonna have to come in my office, have to say something to me. Junoon Noir is definitely one of my Middle Eastern fragrances that can be worn in an office. Here's Mayar. This Mayar by Adnan does not get a lot of hype. And you haven't heard me talk about this one before because it sits in my closet. It is something that I pull for work. Nice, easy to wear fragrance. I know it's crazy, but I really like the fact that these are not fragrance bombs for me. I am of that generation that when I go to work, I want to come off as being competent in my stuff. I cannot have people in my workplace looking at me saying, "Ooh, you smell like you're going to the beach." Where I'm sitting there having a meeting with our banker or a private equity partner. You understand where I'm coming from. Starting out in your career and you're in a work environment where you can do that, totally different 10. And I would love to hear your list. This one, Shaghaf pour Femme by Rosas. I just got this a couple of months ago. Can you see that, Jen? This beautiful fragrance. There's almond in here, which I now recognize, and some citrus, and some slight floral. It's not a heavy floral fragrance. Let me tell you that right now. It's not heavily floral. I know it smells more like a lotion, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's so nice. And then of course it dies down to a really lovely soft vanilla and probably some musk, because there's musk and everything. Oh, but this is so good. Do you guys know that one? I know that does not get a lot of hype. Neither does the Adnan Mayar. That doesn't get a lot of hype either. This is another one that's not very well talked about. This is from Cadlage, and this is Epoque Artistique. And I'm sure I bought this from a recommendation from either Awwal Loves Fragrances or CC Chronicles, or C Chronicles. Let me just try it. It's easier. This smells like pineapple and citrus. It is probably a little bit more masculine leaning, unisex for sure. Then of course you get that dried out and it goes right into the usual, my favorites, the vanilla and the musk and the amber. Maybe even tonka in here. It has woody notes. It's just so easy. Let's smell the one that started before I get to the last 4. This one is Le Parfum Lalique. And what I said in my other video was that it is not extraordinary. It's lovely. It really is. It just wasn't one that in the grouping that I was going through that I would choose to keep. But in the context of professional day wear, it's a very elegant scent. I have to wear it to see if I'm keeping it because, as you can tell, I have at least 10 Middle Eastern fragrances that I could be wearing. This is Ana Abiyedh Poudree, which, as you know, there's several Ana Abiyedh, Abiyedh Rouge, Poudree. Poudree is by far my favorite. I kind of keep saying, just another nice, easy to wear day scent for work. This is a really soft orange blossom scent, floral, maybe jasmine. And then it just goes into just a beautiful dry down with vanilla, sandalwood or tonka, one of the two. It's just so easy to wear. Here's one that doesn't get talked about either. Maybe it will in the winter. This one is by Nusuk, and this is Ana Awwal. And the only reason I have this, you guys, because I love this damn crown. I know, sorry. But you know, Regina means queen in Latin. Queens wear a crown. I have a crown. There you go. Oof. It's fruity and floral, but very light florals. When I actually had to check the notes for this because I wanted to be able to tell you guys something intelligent. And this actually has peach and pear in it, but it also has bergamot. And the bergamot, I think, is what keeps it feeling fresh and suitable for work. And then it has lily of the valley, jasmine, and rose, which I don't get a lot of rose. I think it's because I get more of the sweetness from the pear and the peach. And then it settles down into sandalwood and vanilla. And I think those for me are the two where you have the sandalwood and the vanilla that just give it, that ground it without it being over the top sweet or fruity or a floral bomb. This, I really do love this. And I remember it was not very expensive because Daloate Ana, and this is by Ard Al Zafran. I was reaching for it quite a lot. I had to stop myself when I first got it. It was that good to me. This starts out with a fruity note, apricot and some floral, but it's not too fruity or too sweet because I know there's vetiver in here. And then it goes into some white florals, and that's where the top and the mid notes mingle together. It's going to dry down and just be, I think someone would even say just a clean musk. There's no vanilla here to me. There's no, the sweetness is from the fruits. Probably would be a better summer, spring scent, but probably more of a summer because it's very, very light. I could wear this every day, and I might do a little experiment. So I know I've mentioned before that the way I schedule out my perfumes, because the truth is I'm a creature of habit. I would reach for the ones that I know make me smell good every day, but I had over 800 fragrances. Let's be serious. I can't be reaching for 10. So I have a schedule. I do a calendar. I do my calendar out 3 months at a time, and I basically talk about what I'm going to wear that day. And I make sure that I'm trying to rotate through the ones that are sitting in the closet that I don't know about. But she's still so nice, just so easy. I'm sure somebody out there knows what she is inspired by fragrance for. And if you do, please tell me, because I would love to know to smell the original. But if you know, this is Liam by Lattafa. Liam by Lattafa is a Gris Charnel tea fragrance. Tea and fig, actually. I love those notes. I love Gris Charnel. It's one of the top 25 for life. Love Liam. It is very much unisex, and it's not as well blended as the inspired by Gris Charnel. And it's not as sweet as the other Gris Charnel inspired by fragrance that I have, which is Francique 6355. This is what I would wear if I was being with our banker, if I was having lunch with a vendor. I might even consider wearing this as a secondary scent, like I would wear something else in the morning and then at lunch top this over it so that it's a little heavier if I was going to have a happy hour or drinks. That is it for us. For me for today. I just wanted to share with you, these are my Middle Eastern go to the office perfumes. What do you have? If you work in an office, what do you wear? Do you have a group that you rotate? Do you have a signature scent? Let me know what you think. I would love to know in the comments. And until next time, since we're all going to work, cheers. We'll see you in the next one.